Welcome everyone, my name is Fernandoherrera, and as you already saw, I'm going to be sharing my Turo horror story number 3, I think. But well, anyways, this has been by far the worst experience I've had within the Turo platform. Now, if you're just getting started on Turo or if you're looking to join the platform, please subscribe to my channel to find quality content. I post new Turo videos every Friday. Now, this video may be longer than usual, but I'll be covering some very important details that you, my friend, want to watch out for to avoid getting into this problem yourself. Well, it all started June 18, 2021, regular trip. I went to drop off the car and that's it. It was a weekend rental, so I would get it back Monday. They did tell me they were traveling to California, but I didn't think there was anything bad about it, so I just told them, have fun, have a safe trip. The next day, when they traveled over to California, I get a call and a text message with an image of an error message displaying on the Tesla screen. Yeah, I asked them if they had reset the car and turned it off and back on. They said yes, and that they were being forced to go no faster than 54 miles per hour. Luckily for them, it was when they were already arriving to San Diego, so I asked the guest if he could take the Tesla to a service center. To my surprise, he agreed. He obviously wasn't happy because, well, he was on a vacation. The last thing you want to do is go to a dealership. However, I told him that if we couldn't get this resolved, well, we would need to cancel the trip since I don't know if he could really make it back to Vegas safely with that error message because I'm not a Tesla service technician. So he took the car to Tesla and Tesla said that the coolant was low and that there could be a battery getting overheated. They needed to service a car and they told him it would take 2 days or more to really get it fixed. Plus, they couldn't get to the car until Monday, which was 2 days from that day. However, the guest was returning the car on Monday, and so we were in a very complicated situation. So that would not work, and after freaking out and getting all stressed out, I presented the guest with these 2 options. I told them that I can tell the guest to just leave the car at Tesla, and then I'll fly over to California, drive the car back once it's fixed, or have Turo take care of it for me. Of course, assuming that Turo would simply get a tow truck, tow it back to Vegas, and once I had it in Vegas, I could just get it fixed. You probably already know what the customer chose and I also chose, and so we let Turo take care of it for us. First, Turo agents were very helpful, however, they were very confused as to how to solve this situation. The first agent we talked to was either new or completely lost because he said traveling out of state was illegal and that I was going to get in trouble for allowing my guests to travel outside of Las Vegas. Later, that agent came back and said that it was all good, it was his misunderstanding, and I was like, yeah, thanks for giving me a fake heart attack here, man, because I was pretty scared. The next agent said that they couldn't get a replacement car for the guest. However, keep in mind that this was amid of a low supply of car rentals, so it must have been a very difficult situation for Turo trying to find another Tesla in California on a weekend to allow them to travel back to Vegas. I mean, that was almost impossible. So the guest was unfortunately refunded all his money. He had to take a flight back home and my car was left in a hotel, and now I was stuck dealing with Turo. Turo agents told me that I now had to call the roadside assistance number, even though I told them I didn't need roadside assistance. The car was parked and it was drivable to an extent, but after multiple calls, they said that the best department that could help me would be the roadside assistance department. So I went ahead and called this roadside assistance department, which is powered by Swoop. It's a third-party company. Now, these guys are horrible because they work with Turo, but they don't work for Turo. So they don't share comments or notes between each company. So I had to explain the whole story every time I spoke with one of their agents, which was like 20 times. Some agents would tell me that the tow was too far, others would tell me it was fine, but they would place me on hold and then the call would get disconnected. After getting it resolved with Swoop, finally they told me that they would look for a driver to take my car from San Diego to Las Vegas, and I was supposedly going to get my car within 2 to 3 days. The next day I got a text message saying that they were delivering my car to San Francisco.
What the hell?
Then I called again and explained the situation, and they switched back the address to Vegas. I called and asked how long it would take to have my car delivered, and they again said 2 to 3 days. I said, okay, I'll wait the 2 to 3 days, you know, but after that, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days came by and nothing. I didn't even get an update of any sort. So I called to check up on them and they said that they were still looking for a driver. So then, to prevent the car from being towed from the parking of the hotel, I called the hotel and I asked management to please not tow my car because someone would go and pick it up within 2 to 3 days. Hotel management was nice and they agreed. Finally, Turo got a driver, but not to transport it to Las Vegas. They actually got a driver to transport my car to a storage facility to safeguard the car until they could find a driver that would transport my car to Las Vegas. 3 days, 4 days, 1 week passed, and I would call and they would tell me that they can't find anyone. Later, I started calling directly the dispatcher dealing with my car. And 1 week after I had opened the case with Turo, this dispatching company said that they had just received my case that same day and that I needed to wait at least 3 to 4 more days until they could find a transportation company. At this point, I was pretty frustrated because it seemed like a never-ending loophole. I decided to look into transportation companies myself, and I was like, I'm done. I'm going to pay $500, have the car delivered to me, and just get it done. However, when I submitted this, I got a call saying that there was already an existing bid for my car that was willing to pay more. And because Turo, in this case, the company was willing to pay more for transporting my car to Las Vegas, the company I was paying only $500 said that they needed to charge me at least $1,200 so that we could find a driver. It was a little bit of a confusing, kind of awkward situation, so I decided to just cancel that option and stick with Turo's roadside assistance department. 2 weeks later, I get a call from the driver saying that he will finally be picking up the car next day and I will be getting it delivered to me within 2 days. I was very happy to hear since it had almost been 3 weeks, and at this time I have some footage of how the delivery process took place. Alright guys, so I'm getting delivery of my Tesla Model 3 in less than 10 minutes. I'm actually heading to my house right now. But it's exciting because I've been waiting for my car for over 2 weeks. And so finally I'm going to be able to get my car. I'm going to be showing you some footage of how that's going to happen, how that's going to go, and pretty much we're going to have that all here in this video. So if you do enjoy this content, please remember to smash that like button, subscribe, and without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. Dude, right now it's like 120 degrees it feels outside in Vegas. It's really, really hot. Since my street is like, oh no, like they can't leave, the driver told me he's gonna meet me over there. I'm gonna show you guys how my car, or where my car is at right now.
They'll pay you to come to San Francisco, they want, or from San Diego, they want to pay you $300, you know, you'll never get it.
No, yeah, $300, man.
Yeah, you need to move it, you put a little money on it.
Not bad, man.
After this, you guys gonna stay here in Vegas for a while, or?
Yeah, we can go. I can see something in a day or two.
Okay guys, so no joke, my phone just like turned off. I wanted to record the whole like process of how they get the car down. They use some pieces of wood so that the bumpers and the fenders wouldn't hit each other. But then my phone got, boom, just a heat stroke, I guess. And well, unfortunately, we couldn't record all that. But man, it's super hot. Inside the car, it was 123 degrees. It's really, really, really hot. If you have not been to Vegas, you might not understand, but I mean, it gets really hot. If you're from Phoenix, Arizona, I know it gets hotter over there too, so. But we got the car right here, finally. Finally got my baby. Finally, we got the car. I'll show it to you guys so you guys could see what's going on here. So my car has a runny nose, apparently, you know, a little bit of mucus here. I don't even know what this is, honestly, but hopefully it's just a car wash. You know, a little car wash could fix that. And then we got a Garo storage. I guess this is where the car was at. Must have rained because it was pretty dirty. And then we got the tires and we got everything. Sorry guys, my neighbor was calling me, but so we got this right here, which I was saying, some yellow, rusty kind of look liquid. The car overall has no body damage. We do have a bit of damage on the B-pillar. And if you don't know what that is, holy smokes, it's hot. The B-pillar is this part right here. It's kind of loose. The guest obviously left all their trash here, but I'm going to figure out and call Turo what's going on with that. And then the car has only 12 miles of range, so we're going to figure it out, see. Just charge it so I could drive it tomorrow. And I'm going to wash it maybe sometime today if I can, if it's not too hot. But overall, the car's back here. Tomorrow I'm going to be sending it over to Tesla so that they could check out the error message that we had. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm happy that at least we got the car back. We got our baby back. And I'll keep you guys posted as to what happens at Tesla, the dealership. Alright, so this is a problem that the guest was getting. Power reduced, exit and re-enter the vehicle, and it may restore operation. Then you get a little, I guess, exclamation mark. So this actually doesn't allow me to accelerate above 56 miles per hour. So it does reduce the power. And at first I thought it could be that it was, maybe it's too hot. But right now it's 99 degrees. I mean, it's barely 8 a.m. and it's already 99 degrees. But it's, I don't think that's the case. I think this is something a little more serious. And so right now we're on the way to the Tesla service center. We're going to be leaving the car there. Hopefully I get a replacement car, but if not, I'm going to get some Uber credits. And hopefully we can get this fixed. So I know that right here you see a turtle. So something I wanted to point out is that when you're driving this, normally when I accelerate, it just feels normal. You know, I don't have it in chill mode. I have it in standard mode. And it just accelerates, you know, it accelerates. The moment you press the pedal, you start feeling the car moving. If you press it harder, it goes harder. But right now, it's like I press it and it's like not going, and I have to press it further and it doesn't go. And it's like chill mode, but even more chill than chill mode, which is kind of weird. But I thought I'd make that note here because, I mean, I could see why it says power reduced. So literally the car is power reduced, so you can't really accelerate fast. You feel the car kind of heavier. And again, I guess a turtle would be a perfect way to explain how this car feels compared to how it normally operates. So I thought I'd just make that observation, that note about how I'm feeling driving the car with this message right now. Alright, so after I took it to Tesla, it took 1 week to fix. And finally, on July 15th, 2021, I got the car from Tesla, and here is what they did. They checked the tire pressure and condition. They did a remote diagnosis and found that there was a restriction inside this 5-way valve that was causing a low flow symptom to the rear drive using. I don't know what that means, but this is what the actual form said. They perform a super bottle manifold replacement and verified proper flow of coolant to the rear drive unit. They did some thermal system tests and general diagnosis, and they didn't charge me for anything because it was in the warranty. So kudos for Tesla. So after this, I went ahead and sent the invoice to Turo because by this time Turo had unlisted my vehicle and restricted it due to the malfunction. And in order for me to relist it in the platform, I had to show proof that the issue had been resolved. I won't be sharing these long email threads that I had between their customer service, billing, quality, cancellations department, but in summary, here's a timeline of the mess of what happened after the car got fixed. After the car was transported to Las Vegas, Turo charged me $200 because they said that the vehicle malfunction was deemed my fault, and thus I had to pay like a deductible for the roadside assistance. Also, for the 2 days that the guest did use my car, I was not paid anything, not even for the charging fees I got from Tesla. So after my car got fixed, I started calling Turo and I called the billing department to get back what belonged to me, which was the 2 days of earnings and charging reimbursements. The billing department then would send me over to cancellations department, and then the cancellations department would say that they are not responsible for reimbursements and to talk back to the billing department. And it was like this for 2 days, going back and forth between all these other departments. Very frustrating and very unprofessional. Finally, I got cancellations departments to give me the money for the 2 days. I really didn't even get the charging fees because I was just fed up. I didn't want to deal with it. And billing took care of my $200 roadside assistance fee once I showed them the invoice from Tesla, pretty much saying it wasn't my fault. Finally, my car got relisted, and now I'm happy to say that the car is back into the Turo platform. Now, for the last 6 days of July, I rented it out, made at least a bit of money, like 400 bucks. However, it was mostly a month with losses. I was really looking forward to my 4th of July weekend, getting a lot of money for that weekend. And it's interesting because I had never had a month listing the car on Turo where I had never been able to make enough money to pay for the car and insurance. And this was unfortunately that first month. Now, I want to make it clear why I'm sharing this for you guys, other than for entertainment purposes, right? At the time of doing this rental, I was actually in the talks of buying a second Tesla to add on to my Turo fleet. However, I was nervous because I wasn't really sure about it. And this specific situation served to me as a sign that this business can be very complicated, or could get very complicated very fast. And if you're just going out there buying cars left and right without any actual simulation of what's the worst that could happen and have a plan of what to do if that actually happens, then it's a very dangerous place to be at. And if you can learn anything from this video, is know that within a single day, a lot of your cars can break down, and it may probably and will take longer to fix, and you will still need to have all that cash for all the car payments. So always plan for the worst and expect the best. Now, what do you guys think? Would you guys still do Turo after an experience like this? Let me know in the comments section below. Now, also feel free to follow me on Instagram and message me on Instagram. I've been helping a lot of people calculating their break-even analysis and also sharing my text templates that I use for Turo. It takes me time to respond because I have been getting a lot of messages recently, but please know that I'll get to your messages as fast as I can. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to reach 2,000 subscribers, hopefully soon. So don't forget to smash that like button as well. It really helps YouTube recommend my videos to others. Thank you so much for watching and staying till the end. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great weekend or week, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Unit. They did some thermal system tests, general diagnosis,